This is Brandon Moore. Okay, this is my select student, one of 6 of my students this semester. All right, so how's the voice felt this past week?
Been pretty good. I haven't gotten a ton of practice. I have a test in every single one of my classes today,
Okay.
and a choir concert tomorrow, but after that I'll have a lot more time to do that.
All right, okay, good deal. How much practice time do we get?
I practiced it earlier this week and then some today.
Okay.
So not a ton.
All right, so some is better, right? If we don't take the medication. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Did we get a chance to sing this morning at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I did some exercises and warming up an hour before this.
Montreal and Mama?
Mhm.
Okay. Good. So, okay, these are 3 exercises that I give all my students. I'd like for them to do them before their lessons. They're just stretching exercises, as we read in the past. If you've read the first 4 chapters of the book, we talked how the vocal folds, as well as the TA and the CT muscles, it is a muscular involvement. So in my philosophy, there's a little bit of stretching that we need to do before we even really warm up. So just a simple lip trill, okay? Let's go ahead and do it with the circle 3 times, okay, and then take it away. All right, ready, and? Good, where are we looking? Yeah, mirror, okay. Ready, never repeat it, ready, and? Okay, release each exercise with what?
Breath in.
With the inhalation. Okay, and we want it to be. So let's just see if we're open. Okay, right here. So you want the jaw to feel secure, okay, but not locked, right? Mm-hmm. Just do a few unhinges. Really slow, really slow, really slow. Okay, now add a yawn with that. Feel it hit the soft palate and feel the soft palate raise, right? Nice, nice, good. Now take it away and just try to feel like the jaw is flexible, that we can unhinge from the back, okay? But just an opening and feel right here, okay? Feel that bone jut out, okay? So we don't want the jutting out of the bone, we want the indentation, but did you feel it jut out that time?
No.
No, because we're trained now to unhinge, all right? So try it, just stay aligned, bend the knees a little bit, feel the ground, okay? Fully expand. Yeah. Good, yeah. As soon as you started to intake a little bit more air, we wanted to drop the jaw a little bit lower. Mm-hmm. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did.
We don't necessarily need that, okay? Just let the cavity open.
All right.
I want to feel the suspension. Okay, suspend for 2 counts and then just let the hips ride. All right, ready? Okay, yeah, let it out. Good. I want you to feel that every single time, no matter what exercise we do. Okay, great. All right, since you've already done this, okay, just a few more for the class sake. Okay, all right, ready? 1 more circle. Memorize how it feels aligned. Okay, the head shaking has stopped tremendously. Okay, from with the circle. Yeah. Okay, ready? And take it away. So we're just fully aligned now. You feel a lot more relaxed? Yeah. Okay, good. With the fingers, you can add a little bit more pressure in and up. Okay. So we don't use as much jaw. Okay. Okay, just try that once. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, just a little bit more pressure. Okay, don't be afraid to. Okay. All right. Stretching exercise number 2. He's already done this because he's a great student. Right? Yes. Okay. So about 3, we're going to pass the passaggio. Okay, ready, and? Yeah, okay, so we're starting, you remember when we started to do the tongue exercises that we're really going to enforce today? Yeah. Okay, really get into that. It still feels cotton. You feel that dark and nasal sound? Yeah. Okay, Nasal is okay for now, all right? But I'd much rather you get that dark sensation. Just stick your tongue all the way out. Ah! Yeah. Were you looking in the mirror?
No.
Okay, try it again.
Ah!
You see that tongue shoot back?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's what we're going to address. But you feel the brightness with that? You hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, try it again. Ready? In?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Already more open. Okay. So when I say open, don't think so much about modifying the space with that mum. Okay. We're just activating the resonators.
Yeah.
All right. Straight through.
Yeah. I have to change how to think about it because in choir it's always taught to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jot to draw, which is not bad because choir is what? Ensemble singing.
Yeah.
We desire one vowel.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I couldn't do choir, okay? As soon as we modify the vowel, right, we're taking ourselves out of the equation. We're thinking about us too much instead of the ensemble, right?
Yeah.
And here, you get to think about Brandon.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So let's do this,
Right.
okay? Put one hand on the chest. Okay, I want you to keep that resonance that you just did.
Okay.
Does that feel freer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, definitely. Alright, so at about 2, you're really going to start to feel those chest vibrations shift.
Okay.
Okay, ready? And? Yeah, where are we looking? Yeah, there we go. Here, ready? Yeah, how does that feel?
It feels less dark.
Okay, it feels less dark, but we're still going a little bit back to that old place. Okay, say Okay, try it right in that place. Ready? Okay. Did you feel them shift?
Yeah,
a little bit. Okay, we're right on your passaggio. What does passaggio mean in Italian?
Passage.
Okay, yeah, it's a passageway through. It's an acoustical phenomenon. Okay, that we go from chest voice into head voice. All right. Ready? Then. Okay, yeah, good. So I think that tongue tension that we have in the back is causing that constricted dark quality that we have. So it's nasal with the mum, right? M's a natural nasal consonant, but that tongue wanting to pull back is a depressed tongue and a low larynx, okay, result in the dark quality that we want in our voice. Okay, you remember me saying chiaro scuro? But you remember what chiaro means?
I don't know which one's dark and which one's bright.
So bounce between bright and dark.
Bright
so
and
chiaro
dark.
meaning
Bright.
Scuro, okay? Chiaro scuro.
Chiaro
Just
scuro.
balance between light and dark, okay? So we have the bright. Now we want to train that tongue, and you'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. Okay? Good. Okay, do you have your phone with you?
I do.
So we can keep track of, because that clock is not working. Okay, great. Perfect. Stretching exercise number 3 that he and all my students do before their lesson. So they're stretched, they're ready to go. Okay? But just to show them a few, and it'll be nice for me to see the laryngeals.
Okay.
So let's go. Yeah, remember, don't massage it on the exhale. Okay? What are we thinking about on the exhale?
Letting it settle.
Yeah, stabilize. Okay, so
Stabilize.
not locked. We want to find the gap right here, right? It's one stable tube. Okay? Does that make sense? You feel that? Okay, so we want to do on the breath. Feel it stabilize? Okay. Okay, let's just do a simple triad. Ready? Yeah. Yeah, great connection. How did the larynx feel?
It felt pretty good. It didn't seem to move up too much.
Okay, so this is where we want to get to, right? This is your speech. This is just say, hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, that speech, that's Brandon. Okay, a lot of times when you do mum, that's not the speech that I heard. The mum 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 mum. Yeah, you do mum 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 mum, and then you say, hey, my name is Brandon.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
No.
All right, so let's try to align those two.
All right.
Keep this. All right, we're gonna move through the passaggio. Okay, I want to try to stabilize the larynx. Just feel that. Okay. just breathe one time.
All right.
Feel that right here. Ready? Good. How's it feel?
It felt good.
Great. Okay. Good. Yeah. Feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having a lot more balanced phonation. Okay, we have a lot more balanced phonation, which means the breath, you remember Bernoulli, okay, that principle that the breath brings the folds together, okay? I'm hearing a lot more consistent coming together of the folds, all right? And since the breath is being the source that propels the folds together, okay, we're having a lot more legato, okay, and a lot more consistent between pitches. You feel that? Yeah. All right, we're about to enter the passaggio, okay? When I say that to you, don't try to change anything.
Okay.
Just allow the breath to move and allow the acoustical phenomenon to happen on its own.
Okay.
How'd it feel?
It felt like it was wanting to move up a little bit.
Wanting to move up a little bit. So what do? Do
Go
we
back
keep
down
going?
now.
Okay, we go back down. Ready? Yeah. You feel that? That was a little over compressed. So what do we do to alleviate that compression a little bit? More breath.
Yeah, more breath.
Okay. If there's too much breath passing through, what happens? That's where we get our breathy tone.
Yeah.
We want to. This is another idea of speech. Okay. This is your natural speech, 3/5 compression. Okay. Try one more time. Ready? Good. Where is our tongue in the process?
Pressed against the back of my bottom teeth.
Was it?
That's where it's supposed to be.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's gonna remind the tongue to stay naturally forward and just relax. Okay. When we hum, that dark and that constricted tone is that the back of the tongue wanting to snatch back. Right here. How'd it feel?
It felt better.
Felt better. Okay. I just want you to try this one time. Okay. This represents the pitch, okay, or the tone, or the fundamental, okay, in class. All right. So we want to take the breath and we want to shoot above that fundamental. Okay. This pitch that you're aiming for, if we shoot right at it, it's going to be out of tune. Which that last one was a little bit low. Okay, it's a little bit out of tune.
Okay.
It sounds pinched, right?
Yeah.
It sounds pressed. Okay, we want a siren above it. So this is the pitch. I want you to act like a high jumper. Okay. Olympics. Go over. All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's gonna feel a lot better.
Okay.
All right. Just try it. Ready? And. Already better. Yes. Did you notice what your hand wanted to do right here as we were going up?
Stop.
It stopped. Okay, that tells me that your brain is processing this as 3 different notes, not one plane. Okay? If we have a continuous balanced motion of breath, keeps moving, right? It never gets stopped and interrupted. We never want to interrupt the legato. Okay? Try that. Stop. Even when we hit up here, what happens? Whoosh, comes back down. Bounce. Never punch, never stopped. Ready? And? Good. Okay, so the only negative thing with this exercise, the main goal with that is getting above it, right? Did that sound more in tune to you?
Yeah.
It felt better. But coming back down, this motion brings the energy down.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want you to take what you just did, feel it, and I want continue the energy all the way through.
Okay.
keep the legato, all those things that we talked about. Okay. And yeah, take a more open breath. Okay. Tongue, tip of the tongue is back. We just want that arch to press here, but not what?
Not pull
We don't
back.
want to swallow. Okay. We want to shoot that. Right. Ready? And. Okay. How'd that feel?
It felt pretty good.
Okay.
I
You
felt
feel
like
it?
it fell off at the end.
Yeah. Why did it fall off?
Ran out of breath support, or wasn't supporting it all the way
Okay.
through.
Did we run out of breath?
No, just didn't support it all the way
Okay. So let all your air out right now. Let out more. Okay. Right. We always have residual air or leftover breath.
Mhm.
Okay. Buildup of carbon dioxide in the lungs. Right. So with that idea, it's the muscles that we need to train and that we need to think of instead of, oh, I ran out of breath. No, that's just an excuse. Right.
through. Yeah.
So we want more what?
Or support.
Yeah. What's it called in Italian?
I don't know what it's in Italian, but it's leaning into the breath.
Yeah. Lean.
Yeah.
Okay. Appoggio.
Appoggio.
Okay, yeah, leaning this
Mhm.
intercostal muscle and the diaphragm wanting to relax, right? We want to feel that. Just what, oh my gosh, your appoggio when I pressed on you at the beginning, when we were just thinking about breathing, was fabulous. Okay? Let's try to connect that. Right? So, I don't want you to feel any outward force when we get to the top note, okay? Just buoyant. Okay?
Okay.
So we have a sense of buoyancy right here. So when I right before I sing the top note, I want you to press as hard as you can. Okay? Okay. I even when you pressing on me, I felt more energy in my tone
Okay.
on the top note. Okay, that's what I want you to feel. Okay.
Okay.
Don't think about the passaggio. Okay. Feel the larynx. Ready and. Yeah, let's try to
I
get.
forgot it was in home.
Okay. Ready. How'd that feel?
I felt better. It felt,
Okay.
it felt more
Yeah.
supported.
How'd the larynx feel?
I wasn't wanting to move too much.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. I mean, apologize when I remind you when I push right there, that immediately tells your brain, oh, I have to do that.
Yeah.
That's what the practice room does.
Okay.
Okay. Doing this, never let it become too comfortable.
Okay.
As soon as you do that, we forget it. All right.
Yeah.
What you don't practice, you lose.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Good. Let's try to do two more. Okay. If it gets tight, this is what you want to address. You just did E major. Okay. On a hum.
Okay.
You didn't do that last week.
No.
All right. Notice you doing this. Okay. It's not just about doing what I tell you.
Mhm.
Right. Actually taking the medication is going to alleviate that larynx and elongate it on its own.
Okay.
Ready? Not a good breath, right?
No.
Yeah, you were on your heels when I pushed. You were right here, okay? Okay, yeah. So we can even, your lips are about this close. As you feel your folds dry out a little bit,
Mhm.
okay? Because they're not all the way open. We want an open throat. That goes back to that yawn sensation with the unhinged, right?
Yeah.
Continue to remind yourself of these things.
Okay.
How are you going to practice this home in the practice rooms? Just talk it out to me. How are you going to practice it?
Well, I go start a little bit lower and then go up until it feels like it's wanting to go up and go back down.
Okay.
Half step.
Yeah. So memorize and get to where it feels comfortable,
Mhm.
which it should be in your speech. Right? This is where we want to get to. Hey, my name is Jonathan and I'm in baritone. Nah, not a different voice.
Mhm.
Okay, that's why I will compare a lot with this and with pop music. Okay,
Yeah.
Jason Derulo, right? I love some of his beats, right? But how do you think he talks? Like, yeah, my name is Jason Derulo. He probably sits on the falls,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
just piercing through the nasal cavity. Okay, right. Two completely different voices.
Yeah.
Right. So no, he's not going to sing opera, but there is a way that we can still have an extension of speech in singing, regardless of what style we sing.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's step in front of the mirror. All right. Thankfully, I remembered to shift the camera. Almost forgot. All right. So this exercise may come as a surprise to y'all. I know a lot of you in undergrad might have worked a lot with the tongue. But this is an exercise that I have found very helpful with me, and all my students find suitable. If you have a soprano, I don't recommend starting with this exercise because they're so used to singing high in choir or lessons or whatever it is that their natural speech to them actually feels heavier than their higher tessitura. Okay, but mezzos, baritones, and even tenors, absolutely. All right, good. So let's just do the. Did you do some of the tongue exercises?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Are you feeling a little bit of that tongue wanting to release a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's slowly stick out the tongue. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Even slower, but it already looks better. All right. Okay. Yeah, you told me a little bit, but do you notice difference in shaking than last week?
Well, yeah, I mean a little bit.
When you stuck it out last week, it was moving. Okay, because that tongue does not want to be out of the mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want to get to the point where our instrument feels as if the tongue is out of the mouth.
Okay.
All right. So I just want you to stick your tongue all the way out. Okay. Moving around a little bit, side to side. Okay, as you do this, really think how much space do we have behind that tongue? You feel all that back space? Keep wiggling it. Okay. Now with your tongue out, stick it all the way out. Okay, I do not want it to move. If you have to propel it forward on the tone, then do so, but I don't want it to go, ah!
Okay.
All right. Just go, just an octave, okay? Don't wear yourself out.
All right.
Or maybe, yeah. Just a siren, try it. Okay, not bad. Yeah, it actually, when you released, I don't know if you saw it, but it actually relaxed forward a little bit.
Did it?
Okay, or when you, after you did the exercise, you went,
Oh yeah,
and then
I
it
noticed
shot
it
forward.
wasn't quite all the way out.
Yes,
before.
because that back of the, oh my gosh, that back of the tongue is so tense, and it's connected to the larynx, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they are connected, but we also can train them as independent forces.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I had a pretty covered tone in my undergrad and kind of upper register because my larynx was raising up, which was constricting the resonance a little bit, but my tongue was pretty trained. Okay, I had natural vibrato, but the resonance was still because my larynx was coming up, but my tongue wasn't as tight. Okay, so your larynx is feeling a lot better, right? But we got to get that bright tone. So we're going to get the chiaro of really training this, all right? So I want to introduce this exercise. I want you to do this this week. Don't overdo it, okay? If you do this exercise for like 10 minutes, it may wear you out.
Okay.
It is a chest voice exercise.
Okay.
All right? All right, all we're going to do is staccato, okay? You're going to really feel the folds come together. All we're going to say is a bright ah vowel. Say apple.
Apple.
And then say ah.
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 Yes. So a bright ah, or spread ah, and a dark ah.
Okay.
When I say dark, I do not want you, that's just the definition of the vowel, okay? I want you to put the brightness of the ah in the ah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
I just want, with that instruction, I just want you to see what happens.
Okay.
Okay? This is not supposed to sound pretty, okay? It's not supposed to sound beautiful, right? It is a chest voice exercise to really get that chiaro.
Okay.
Right? Especially with your dark natural tone.
Okay.
Okay?